Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the ADK Rock and Metal channel. And today
I don't think you'll ever be able to do the falsetto vocals.
And today we are going to be checking out The Who, not the British classic rock band from the 60s and 70s, not the Roger Daltrey, but the Mongolian band called The Who, and their cover of the song The Trooper 2024. Now, this was originally done by Iron Maiden in 1983. Mongolian folk metal is what the Who are known for. Came out, they've been around since 2016. Known for kind of their throat singing, is what it's basically thrown down, and they're
very scary.
Terrifying. There's none of that in this though, is there?
Yeah, there's one. There's like 2 seconds in it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, their breakout hit was Wolf Totem. That was the one that kind of really got them recognised by sort of the Western world. And the reason that Who are doing this particular cover is they are supporting Maiden as part of the band's Future Past tour.
Wow.
So they're going to be opening up for Maiden. So hence why...
Well, that's the one that's just been done though, isn't it? Or is that still going? Because
sure.
Run for Your Lives or Run to Your Lives is 2025's tour.
That's the 2025
How many
one.
bands would cover that support slot?
But because they got the support of that, then...
So which tour are The Who on?
The Who were on, or have been on, or
Right,
going
gotcha.
on, is on Future Past tour. I
Right.
don't know if it was gone on past, because I don't... If you're saying a band that you don't really pay attention to, that's me, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Don't care, I don't
Right.
know what album they're on. You couldn't even... If you asked me what was the last Iron Maiden album, I'd be like, Fear of the Dark? No. I don't know.
Last good one.
Yeah, Fear of the Dark,
What was
probably.
it called? What was it called, the last one?
Senjutsu.
Senjutsu, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we're going to sort of break this down. Now, we've obviously watched this video beforehand, so we've had a chance to break it down, make some notes ourselves. We're going to throw clips up of the stuff that we're talking about and give you our thoughts on the song. So, I mean, the first 20 seconds, it kind of kicks in. Now, we know this band has got all their own style of instrumentation. They've got their own sort of different things that are not like your standard guitars. So we weren't expecting it to sound exactly like the classic Strats that Dave Murray uses.
Yeah.
So forth. So, but I thought like the first sort of 20 seconds come in, real faithful adaptation of the original.
Faithful.
Yeah.
Faithful to the original. Yeah, it was. Surprisingly so, wasn't it?
I mean, I was worried that it wouldn't have the power. I thought it was going to sound like it was going to be played on banjos or something with their style, with a bit of drums, and I thought they were going to go and sort of do throat warbling over the intro. I didn't know what it was going to be. So when they kind of kicked in, I was like, that's great. And then obviously from 26 to 47, they kick in and my worries completely went away. If anything, to me, it actually sounds heavier than the original does. I was like, fucking hell, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. I love this. They were kicking in, and because they've layered the air, they've got some traditional guitars as well. But with with the traditional Mongolian instrumentation they've got, fuck, I love this. This is better than the original.
It was good, yeah.
So I thought that was very, very cool. Kirk, any thoughts on that before I move on to the next section?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's better than the original. I think it's very good. Yeah, I do like how they intensify the double kick beats at the end of each bar, which in 1983 no producer could really bring through to the forefront. So I think they have updated that element. Yeah, it's an energetic cover straight from the off, isn't it? Is it a risk translating the lyrics from English back to the Mongolian language? They did do that, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they sang in Mongolian.
And also, the vocal lines almost overran. Because
got to try and get away.
yeah, because you take my life and I'll take yours too. In Mongolian, yeah. Well, that matched it. But I'm sure the Mongolian one had probably 7 or 8 more words. That's what it seemed like to do. There was a lot of syllables, a lot of words being delivered.
And it's the hard part is if you know the original, you're singing the original in your head.
Yeah.
There's no way you watched that and you heard what he was singing. You were singing and you were like just singing it away as you know the song, how it goes. I mean,
I was talking before. It's towards the end of the song, but I was listening out in the third verse. Would the word Russian be said? Russian in but no, as in Russian in Mongolian.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously they use the Mongolian word for Russian.
What is the English lyric at that point? Sorry.
Sung about the Russian gets me in his sights.
Right.
He pulls the trigger and I feel the blow. You know, but
So you were listening out for
because you hear that, don't you? When you hear,
there are some words that don't translate, so they have to use
exactly.
They've got no actual translation for them, so they have to use.
So I was purposely listening out for that, but
I mean, I loved, for me, the bit when they were doing the the harmonisation between the guys.
That was actually that was better.
It was in a lower range, wasn't it?
Because they had different octaves and shit. And
that really worked well. Yeah.
I actually want to know, I wonder if you could actually learn Mongolian. If you got the Mongolian transcript from this and then you got the original IMA lyrics, you go, so that's how you say that in Mongolian. Would that work?
It'd certainly help. It's
interesting.
Google Translate.
The only problem is all you do is go to Mongolian and sing the trooper lyrics to everyone. I need to order a coffee. You take your life and I'll take one too.
Another challenge with this.
All you've got to do is change the word life for coffee, and you've ordered 2 coffees in Mongolian.
You offer me coffee, I'll take one too.
Do you know, because the singing range of this band, the throat singing techniques are a lot lower, aren't they? Like gargling. That's a challenge which I think they incorporate quite well, because they know that they're going to have to bring it down by a few octaves. That's very difficult, because we're talking about one of the most famous metal songs of all time here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are we up to the guitar the solo yet?
So the 2-minute 26-second solo, which is on the Morin Kur.
That's 2 strings. That's 2 strings sort of
fiddle.
What's it called? The Morin.
The Morin Kur.
Horse-type fiddle.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds awesome. That solo on that.
He done both solos. They were spot on.
It's only 2 strings. I couldn't understand how you.
I actually loved it more than the original. I remember the solo from the original, but hearing it on that instrumentation, I was like, damn, this is so good.
But he didn't, some interpretation of guitar solos, the player puts on his own spin, but that was pretty
note for note, wasn't it?
Note for note, yeah, exactly, yeah. Really, really good.
Get my head round how you can get that.
Did you have a bow? Was he
Yeah. Bow in it.
Was it one person or were 2 playing?
There were two people playing.
They have a trade-off, don't they? Yeah.
They've got some really nice instrumentation. I think with that particular one, it's 2 main strings, but I think there's some underlying strings as well. But it's almost like the way it plays on bass. I mean, for me, what was really interesting from the video point of view, it's a white soundstage. I get really bored with those videos, but the way they shot it with the angles that they picked, I found it really interesting.
My words exactly, yeah, just a simple white room, but it, again, angles, I think there's about 8 members of the band.
8 members, they moved it, the camera shot, and there was always something interesting with this song, the way that you were always like shocked by the song, going, I love what's going on there, and the interest in the harmonisation, they did close up.
They swapped in between like the sort of standard electric guitar to this 2-string bowed instrument, and then back to somebody else. It was shot really well.
I mean, for me, this is how you go about approaching the cover. You do it justice, you do it faithfully, but because they are a unique band, they've done it in their style, and they've managed to maintain it. So I would have found it probably harder if he'd actually tried to sing it in English, or brought another vocalist to sing it in English. I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
I think you're right though.
I like the fact it was in Mongolian. I like because they did a little bit of the harmonisation part. If they could have easily, they've got a guy there on guitar. They could have easily played the solo on a guitar, and that wouldn't have made it as interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the fact they've done it all themselves.
Clearly, they've got endorsement from Mid, and I bet they love that because it's a unique. And do you know what? It shows you how good the original is as well. That it can be interpreted on a horsehead fiddle for the solo, and that there is a bit of throat singing, isn't there?
There's a little bit,
for about 3 seconds.
But we covered Liliac, and Liliac did The Trooper as well as one of their earlier covers.
Yeah,
that didn't stand out as much. They did a fine cover of it, but it was just they were just doing a cover of that song, and it was like, okay, you pretty much covered it as they would have as the original.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything that stood out for it. Whereas this, I know that I want to go back and watch that again. I thought it was really good, and it's a song I would definitely, if that was on my. It's weird. It's in Mongolian, but I'd still have it in the van while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Still be singing the original lyrics in my head, but
when it came up, I thought, really, this is going to be crap. So I know what the Who are all about. As I say, it's one of the most recognisable metal songs, if not, certainly one of the most recognisable Maiden songs, and it's one that I know inside out. But yeah, they've done a really, really good job, and I really enjoyed the version. Yeah, it was great.
Risk-taking pays off, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does. Well, let us know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video today, please do like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the video sometime very soon.